Alright, so we just did the little Hot Wheel haul and trade box video. I went ahead with some of these Kyoshos and took them off the base so that this will go a little faster. So like I always do, I'll go from the worst car to the best car. And this is based on my personal preference and opinion. You all may not agree with this order. But you know, if this is the worst car of the lot, there's going to be some good content in the video. The Initial D GTR 32 Skyline from Tomica. So let's take a look at it. I have not seen this car. It was kind of a... So they come in a little box like this, and then they come in a little wrapper like this. The box is sealed in cellophane. These cars are not that expensive. About $7. The guy I go through, Toy Pimp, which I recommend you all check him out. If you dig this stuff, you got to check him out. I'll give him another shout out here. He's on Instagram, the Toy Pimp, the _toy _pimp, and he is the only, I'm sure there are more, but he's the only one I know of, distributor of Tomica in the United States. I know there are more, but he's the only one I know of. And he's local to me, which is awesome, because I can meet him in a parking lot and buy a bunch of stuff out of the back of his car. So, anyways, this is pretty sweet for being a basic car. So these are $7 a piece, or 3 for $20, and the more you buy, the better the price, kind of a deal. I'm sure if you wanted a bulk lot of this type of stuff, he would probably even get you a better price than that. I don't know that for sure, but so I shouldn't really say that, but I would imagine if you wanted to make a bulk purchase, he would probably hook you up. But this car, for being a basic, is pretty sweet. It's a lot nicer than most of the basic stuff, I think. And I actually, that Fairlady Nissan with the police livery and the police FJ, I thought were pretty nice too. But I don't know, maybe it's just the Land Cruiser. I got a little 4-pack with a Jeep Wrangler and a Nissan. It's like a Murano, but it's the Japanese version. It also had a Land Cruiser and an FJ. I don't know. This seems like it's a little bit better than those from a detail standpoint, but maybe it's just me. It's really heavy. It's a really heavy casting. And it does have sprung suspension. So, really nice little Skyline there. So if I'm going least favorite on up, this probably be the next least favorite. Awesome little car. This is a Konami. And I can't even read it. It's a Subaru. What is that? Let me get the magnifying glass. I think it's a Subaru 1000. Konami makes some awesome little castings, or they did, especially with the older vintage stuff. That is sweet. Sweet little Subaru. These have rubber tires, plastic base, but they have nice sprung suspension. It's a lot lighter than that Skyline, but they roll really nice, and that suspension is a nice feature, I think. So that's a really cool little car. I guess my least favorite would be this. Man, they really start to get awesome here, I think. So this is this is the black box, so this is the premium, the step above the Initial D Skyline. And this is sick. That is a sick Mazda RX-7. Really nice detail. Just about the only negative about it is the plastic tires. The detail is great. We do have lensed headlights, but the tail lights are painted. But that thing is awesome looking. It's got a really nice street stance. So a little step above the Skyline behind it. All right, we're just working our way up. Now we're gonna start. Well, I guess this will be the last one. Then we'll start getting into some premium stuff. This is another Konami. This is a Toyota 1000 GT. I don't remember what year. 1967. This one's pretty heavy for being a Konami. They feel pretty light for the most part. But this one feels a little bit heavier. But they are true to scale, so they are kind of small. I don't know if that's a paint flaw. Looks like a small paint flaw there on the rear quarter panel there. But all lens details with the headlights and brake lights, all painted trim. Another paint flaw there right above the left brake light. Looks like the red bled into the silver. But not too big of a deal. These do have authentic wheels, but really nice trim detail. Nice little detailed premium casting. And it's vintage Japanese stuff. Wow, that thing looks so awesome slammed. I don't know if I can get that on camera. Let me see. Looks really good. It almost looks like one of those Aoshimas. Alright, now let's get into some of the awesome stuff. I will start with this. This is a Kyosho Skyline GTR R33. And I do not have this casting. I don't know if I have any R33 castings. I've got a bunch of 32s and a bunch of 34s. But wow, that is sweet. Side view mirrors. This looks as good as the TLV, in my humbled opinion. Prototypical wheels. It doesn't have the sprung suspension like the TLV, but all lensed details, painted trim. It is sick. Really, the camera doesn't even do it any justice. And these roll super nice. Every now and then with Kyosho, that can be an issue. The next one is from that same set. This is a 2000 Turbo RS Skyline, and it kind of reminds me of the 1980 Skyline that I got from Konami. I think I like that body style a little bit better than this one, but I still really dig this car. An early 80s model Nissan. Really nice. Nice wheels. Rubber tires. They all have side view mirrors. The brake lights look authentic on this. They don't look good, but I don't think that's a Kyosho thing. I think that's a Nissan thing from the design of the original car. The bases on these are fairly decently detailed by Kyosho standards. Some of them don't have any detail. Others have pretty good details. So a really nice roller as well on that one. And then the last Kyosho Skyline, before we get on to the really good stuff, is basically the same thing as the white one, but in black. In person, this car looks as nice as my Toyota Supra from Tomica. It looks absolutely amazing. Flawless. It is so nice. Look at the back. So all you guys that watch my videos that collect Hot Wheels or Greenlight or Auto World or M2, which I think is the biggest ripoff. You pay for a lot of packaging with M2. These are where it's at. But I guess the flip side of that is what M2 does you can't get with Kyosho. So if you like that classic American car stuff, Kyosho and Tomica are not going to be the brands for you. But if you like the detail of M2, but you wish that they had a more expanded catalog, then if you're going to branch out, Kyosho and Tomica are the only brands to go with. So here are the last two. They are TLV. So this is your Tomica Basic white box. This is your Tomica Premium black box. This is your Tomica. I'm going to take the car out and then I'll show you the box. This is your Premium Tomica Limited Vintage. Limited Vintage and Limited Vintage Neo, I think, are pretty much the same thing from a quality standpoint. I just think one of them is, well, I don't know actually. I'm not even going to speculate. The box looks the same. This is the high-end stuff, the premium stuff, probably the best diecast you can get in this scale. And so this is a Mazda Luce Legato. I don't know what year it is. Here's your base. 2009 copyright. Really, really, really nice die cast. These have prototypical wheels with sprung suspension, so these wheels are authentic to the wheels that the car showed up to the dealership with. Man, that thing is really nice looking. So I got that one, and I got one more. I didn't know he had this one, or I would have had this one a long time ago. I don't know what that... Oh, it's... What is that? A spoiler? I'll have to ask him what that is. There's like a little accessory with it. I'm not quite sure what it is. I have a few cars that have that type of stuff. But anyways, this is, I don't know the year. I think it's an, oh, I do actually. This is a 1986 Toyota Supra. That's your base. And he had black too, and I opted for this color just for the I like the lighter colors in the small scale. The black looks amazing, but it hides a lot of the car, the lines, the detail. But yeah, this is so sick. That is really nice. Look at that. Just look at that car. The wheels. Pretty much everything about it. Amazing. They roll really nice. So, anyways, by the way, they're bringing out a Supra in the premium line. The last generation that they made them, I think. I don't know, like 97, 98, somewhere in there, I think is what the body style is going to be. And those are coming out pretty soon. And so they're coming out with that Supra in the black box, and then in these gray box, they're bringing the Honda Prelude out, I think, here in April this month. So that'll be really cool. But, man, I really, really like this stuff. Really like it. So much nicer than Hot Wheels and Matchbox. And I would even say it's quite a bit nicer than Greenlight and Auto World. It would be really interesting to see what would happen if Auto World started casting this kind of stuff. It would be really interesting. And the fact that they haven't, the fact that Greenlight hasn't, or any of the American premium brands, makes you wonder if Tomica like has an exclusive with these companies. Like, hey, you can't let anybody cast this stuff in this scale, because it really doesn't make any sense why those other companies wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not the case, but just an off the wall theory that I had that popped into my head there. This RX-7 is nice. So the cool thing with these is you can kind of see what they would look like if they were dropped, if they were slammed to the ground. This one you probably wouldn't want to slam. These ones don't have the sprung suspension, so you can't do it. But this little Toyota goes down quite a bit. That would look awesome. So, I think the Subaru would probably go down quite a bit. It's not really as springy as the Toyota. It's got a really cool red interior in there. What's this guy doing in the middle of the road? What an idiot. He should be up in the poorly designed diorama. Alright, here you go. Some more awesome JDM castings for your viewing pleasure. Oh yeah, and that's not to forget these awesome Kyoshos I picked up earlier today. I like that one. I like the little Scion FRS. But these ones here are so well done. That one's really well done too. Really well done. But these are awesome. Wow, another good day for hauling diecast. All right, 19 minutes. Thanks for checking it out. You all have a good rest of your weekend. I will holler at the next one.